Hello everyone, Dave Lamoste here, and today we're back with another laboratory exercise in which we have our Laboratory 7 server-side and client-side scripting fundamentals. So without further ado, let's skip right to it. First is we have to set up the development environment in which you have to install and run XAMPP or WAMP, start the following modules, and then locate your server directory and then create a folder named server-side lab. So without further ado, let's run XAMPP already. So I already have installed XAMPP. If you don't have XAMPP yet or WAMP, then feel free to search on YouTube how to install them. So for this specific video, I'll be using XAMPP. So if you have XAMPP, then that would be better. Okay, so it says here that locate your server root. It says here that we need to run and start Apache server. So MySQL is optional in this case because it only matters if we have any kind of data to be fetched or to be edited. Okay, so or to be, what's the right term, to be manipulated. Okay, so let's start the Apache here. So detected, running, then locate the server root directory. So I hold htdocs for XAMPP, WAMP is www. We have a new folder. We have to create a new folder, server side lab. So in my case, I've already created a new folder. Here, lab 7, htdocs. Has to be XAMPP, htdocs, and then your folder. So I've created another folder, and then inside that is the server side lab. So don't mind this yet. We have to create our first PHP script, so that's why I created this in index.php. I'm using VS Code as the IDE for this video. Okay, add the following content. So copy this and paste it here, then save. Then run the script in your browser. So it has to be localhost / your folder for the htdocs. So lab7 server side / server side lab, and then the file or the index.php. Enter. So welcome to my first PHP script. That's what been echoed here. Observe how PHP code is. So we can't really observe what happens because when we hit refresh, it's so fast that our human naked eye can't comprehend. So I'll be discussing to you later what actually is happening. We have to modify index.php to include variable usage. So let's just copy paste this provided code here, and then save, then Control R or refresh. So we have user information, name Maria. So let's try again. Save, and then Control R. Okay, so it really our human naked eye really can't observe real time what's happening. So observe the output. It just displays the echoed information here. Okay, then let's proceed. Let's try adding JavaScript inside the same page. So for our index.php, we'll be adding this script here. So let's just copy this whole block of code, and then see the script here. It presents the echo message, and then yeah, that's basically it. So let's try refreshing the page. This message comes from the server. So observe how PHP runs first, producing a string that JavaScript then manipulates the browser. So don't worry, we'll be discussing what is actually happening during the executions. Okay, so we have here the questions. What is the key difference between client-side and server-side scripting? So the key difference between client-side and server-side scripting is that the server side is the PHP. So this is the server side, or this is what we call the main computer. That the server side, it runs on the main computer, or it's basically server. So server, that's the Apache also. Apache or the PHP is the server. Okay. And then the client side is the JavaScript. So here we have a JavaScript. It runs on our own computer, or our local physical computer. Okay, so the server side runs on the server or the main computer, and then the client side runs on our local computer. So why is PHP executed before JavaScript in example? So PHP is first executed, will be first executed in not just in an example, but in every web page, because the task or the job of the server or the PHP is to load first this web page before sending it to the client. So once it's been sent to the client, then the client will then proceed on executing the rest of the code, or the rest of the program here. So the scripts, the rest of the scripts. Okay, so that's the job of the server or the PHP. So it must be executed first before running these scripts here. Okay, so then what would happen if Apache is turned off, or the PHP server? So let's try turning off the Apache. So stop. Okay, let's try refreshing this page. So why does it load so slow? Because it wasn't able to connect to our server, which is the Apache. Okay, so it says this site can't be reached because localhost refused to connect. So that's what happens when we stop our Apache, or we have it turned off. So let's try turning it on again. So running, refresh, then there it goes. The message comes from the server. It displays the message that we've set here. So yeah, that's basically it, the basic fundamentals of server side and client side scripting. So if you ever have any questions or clarifications, if you ever have any clarifications or questions, then don't hesitate to comment down below and suggest what could we tackle on for the next video. Okay, so hope you have learned something, and that will be all for today. Thank you, and have a blessed day ahead.